they could steal my glory. We done all the hard work for them. Stick to the plan, and we'll crush them.
Welcome on back, you gets to Total War Warhammer 3 and Part 14 of our Gorbad Ironclaw Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we're here with Gorbad Turtleator. Nothing real exciting happened on the intern except for we recruited ourselves a new dung shoveler. Dominated by piles of poo, it's a top job. That's what they tell you, at least. We will be moving in and destroying the garrison of the Bone Culture once more. And then a second settlement for good measure.
Will avenge us.
Oh, I'm sure. They get to keep the Graves of the Dragons, really. I figured that was a tier 3 landmark. Cheeky, cheeky. Well, then we're going to just raid our way over with Gorbad to the fortress.
Get going.
We shall have Ruglash continue to raid up towards Bitter Bay. So she's moved over towards the Ash. It looks like they're going to try to maneuver the most of their forces up here towards the Black Iron Mine, which is an interesting strategy. We've got just a ton of Gobos swarming over the hills here. Let's go ahead and have Varag pull out of the settlement and go for an ambush. The loudest hide I've ever heard will give you the regimental buff. That way we have less upkeep. Looks like Gorbad, actually, you are high enough level where all of yours are permanent now. Yeah, that's awesome. So we can switch these up at will. So Gorbad's boys drops are Board Boys and Orc Boy upkeep. 8 additional melee attack is so strong. But let's go ahead, though, and grab Block and Smash. Greatest Warlord is more Wah points, which we don't need. We don't want to have another bug like last time. This is actually a post-hotfix. So a lot of those bugs should be addressed, and a lot of the issues that everyone's been seeing with Khorne, where he's able to summon unlimited numbers of Bloodhost armies, that has been nerfed quite a bit. He also does add Block and Smash in for now, so Orc Infantry gets Ward Save, and Trolls get more damage.
Stratagems. What now?
What do you mean, what now? Time to destroy some more Elgi. Can't believe I grabbed Devastating Charge. We will grab Woundmaker instead. Into the fortress. We'll go ahead and take Wiggins and have him go assault the garrison here. Oh no, you failed again. Well, one day there, Wiggins, one day. Let's give him that last point into training. We're able to steal a ton from the Elgi. Raiding parties, though, requires wolf riders, but 50% more income from raiding is nice. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Sump Pit, since Karakazul is... They're likely to attack here next turn, but Darberts here has quite the army. We'll have all of our Gobos become error catches.
Boys, that's the general idea.
Here at Black Crag. Corruption reduction, additional recruit rank for Shamans, and then more Shamans. I would say Shamans are going to be better than our Night Goblin crew. So let's go ahead and come on over to grab the Shaman's Hut. Rag to Wazbag is safe for now, so let's go ahead and upgrade. Take the Gobbo building up. They're having error catches against the Dawi is going to be really useful too. Let them walk in and just kind of catch as many of the bolts as possible. With an insane amount of missile block chance. Alright, Darberts, can we have you grab some Gobbo archers through Global? Very cheap. Alright, Mutimus. Low funds. We're fine. They come up to attack Death Pass, they're doomed. They go after 8 Peaks, they're doomed. They go after Azul, they are also doomed.
Unlikely.
Unlikely, she says. Alright, Clang Engren is attacking. Looks like our ambush did not work out. They've got a lot of Quarrelers, but here's the problem. We have more artillery than they do. What's the map look like? Leesby choke point. Ah, it's not a choke point, but we can use the trees to block their grudge throwers and just kind of dogpile them with our own. Let's dive on in and defend Barakvar once more. Alright. Start deployment. They're likely actually going to deploy all the way up in the corner here. So we will do Amber of Gork in the center. Goblin Rock Bombers. Get so many squigs. Do Wounded Squigs behind the Big Papa Cave Squig. Behind them. And then one even further back. Then we can do their squig thing. At the side, we'll have the Spore Wagons. We'll get him. We'll do the 3 of you in a squad. Make it a bit more chevron-y. They're going to be catching those grudge thrower shots at the beginning here. You guys back a bit. Biggins also back a bit. We'll put the Biggins behind our artillery and pull our artillery buff into the actual line with our spear boys. Jamin, though you're not as fast as them, but we'll keep you over there. And then the big boss chilling with our mage. So you two in a group. 4 boys in a squad. You with all the squigs. Let it begin. They did exactly what I expected. Deployed up on the hill. Bring the squigs back, have the Spore Wagons go duel with them. Got ideas, Boss Ironclaw. I think that has to be my favorite interaction here with the Ironclaw Orcs, where their leaders will beg for help from Gorbad. Nice, Swing Boy is rampaging. I figured you could stop them, but I guess not. Have all these squigs go over here instead. Rock Llamas are starting to fire at the enemy. Let's go ahead and bring you up. The artillery duel begins. We're throwing the gazes of Mort towards the gyrocopters. That's why they're hiding over here. It won't save them. The Lair of Doom blasts into one there. Since they're not Malachi's faction, they won't be nearly as hard to bring down. They won't be able to heal. One over there, wounded. Wounded squigs. We are dominating those grudge throwers in the artillery duel. These rock llamas start going for the anti-air. Those just Longbeards? Bold strategy. Let's just have these guys roll through. Squig team go wide. Trying to hide in the forest to get away from the gaze of Mork is hilarious. Go after those Iron Drakes. They stop moving for a moment. Let's go ahead and Brain Bursta. Brain Bursta here. Have the Spore Splitter just kind of roll through. They're going to get eviscerated by some of these guys. Your boys move up too and stop that nonsense. You two move up after this group. Spore boys get up to the side. Spears move in. Looks like most of our squigs aren't rampaging. Alright, the secondary squad is here. Give them the all. Oh, they didn't actually lock up and. Huh. They're all gonna attack one unit. I'll fight ya. Our Lord got absolutely obliterated. You hate to see it. They have a lot of quarrelers. Trolls get in there. Spore boys really aren't even able to do that much against the Rangers, which is quite sad. Help out where you can. You three, anti-air. Go for the wall. I think our main force is gonna get beat.
He's here.
Yeah, they just failed against the Bugman's Rangers, which is real bad. Both surprising and real bad. Our Wall Force will be able to come in here and save the day. Take down those gyrocopters. Deal with a Thane now. We'll go ahead and hit him up with the Potion of Strength. Keep disrupting their archers. I don't know if I've lost the squigs or what, but as long as you can keep disrupting. Ah, they rampaged last second there. Alright, Trollhammer torpedoes are leaving. Guys, point blank these hammerers. Biggin squad, just go to Quarrelers. Thankfully, we do have the reinforcements making it on in, but we will lose a good deal of our main army. Summon in some squigs behind. Have them maul those blasting charge miners. Make it hurt. Yeah, Quarrelers are just taking enough that they can hold the line. The Gummo Brigade. Big Boss is an absolute champion. Come on, away you run from this group. The squigs are starting to rampage. They did point blank that other group pretty well. Let's keep running from the enemy lord. The coward was waiting to try to jump our big boss till the very, very end. Now we're losing ground quickly. Come on, get in there. Rudge Settler, great weapons. We've been beaten down on the Dawi so hard lately that we didn't expect him to be able to fight back. Run them down. Hit those Dwarf Warriors. The Trolls have lost a weird amount of leadership. This thing's heavy. Yeah, those Trolls are just giving up immediately. What's going on here? We might end up losing this battle. Good news is we might lose the battle. If we lose the battle, we won't lose the war. Biggins, you stay here, keep fighting. Have the Biggins spread out. That way their flamethrowers aren't nearly as effective. Oh, I love the cowardice of our Trolls here. Completely letting us down. Cut through them. Our lords are going away. Pretty embarrassing showing from our squad here.
Here we go.
Go run down those hammers. I don't know why you're continuing to advance. Just fire arrows from there.
Smash 'em.
Big boss, get in there. Let's go stab this thing. We don't need that many guys fighting the same unit. Can we have some of them push through, please?
Let's fight.
Awesome.
Let's get up. Smash 'em.
Got pretty brutal there through the middle, but we turned things around. Troll squads, let's go ahead and smash into these quarrelers, and like that, tides of war have turned. Beautiful. That cripples Clan Angren, and we can just go ahead and turn back around and replenish our forces in Barak Var. Do we lose that battle? Absolutely not. Get you in a moment.
The guild has a ransom on these old breakers. Our clan should us.
Well, our first army got absolutely decimated. But luckily we had the reinforcements coming from the settlement that completely flattened the survivors of Stromny. We'll go ahead and snack on those captives. Turn around to heal. Rag's ambush was foiled, you don't say. Looks like Sarah's gonna sit here and recruit, and Idius is gonna do the same. While they did take a settlement from us, they are now stuck, though. Let's see how them useless gubbos work when we withhold some of their rations. Construction cost reduction and construction time reduction. For settlement building. We will then move in on the Fortress of Vorag, have Wiggins join back up. Oh, I didn't do it quite in time. Have Wiggins join back up. And then they can just crunch the fortress here. Easy auto-resolve, we will sack it for 29,000. And then we will have no choice but to claim it, otherwise this guy will, and then we'll have to fight them for it.
Play nice now, boys.
Play nice now, boys. Let's rebuild the Black Orc barracks. Repair here, and the boss pole for growth. Also gives us replenishment. Blue walls. Tower of the Bloody Tooth. See you later. We'll put in the Bloody Tooth Tower then for more gold. We'll handle the vampiric corruption. These bleak, distant ruins contain plentiful, if somewhat tainted treasures and building materials. Just try to ignore the gnawed upon bones. Well, that's gonna happen anyway. We will add piles of poo, too. Greenskins. I also realized we've completely neglected his quest battle. That is something we're going to be doing next turn. Mob boss. Drop upkeep further.
Gorbad, destroyer of empires.
Woundmaker here.
Invasions.
Here we go.
Proper.
Better defenses are always great. Rag, for winning your battle, you gained a fair bit of renowns. We'll give you Du Bois and Brainburster. The Squig Smacker can become more elusive, and Nasha. Scary and hard to hit. Have Ruglash going in and sack the Bitter Bay and keep raiding. Just steal as much as we can from the Elgi. 13k. Absolutely. And we set up and do some raid. We'll have them just kind of ping-pong between the Bone Gulch and the other, and then we have to hunt down Adis here. So what if we have you come out and drop into an ambush?
I'll get there.
I'll get there. Requirement's not met for any of those. Fair enough, we'll just try to catch them in an ambush then. Even if it doesn't work, we will have the reinforcements to put them down.
You gawk. Be gone.
For Rag, I think we absolutely can finish off thick here.
That is unthinkable. Do you take me
They
for
do
a
have
razor?
2 new Grudge Thrower for 2 new artillery, thanks to the Grudge Settler abilities, but we can come on in and grab some ourselves. Loki Bogies Spore Explode us, and then just go run them down. Water Resolve has us losing 2 Spear Boys. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll slaughter those captives. Gets rid of that army, and we've got a great cave squig for Dave.
They're a problem.
Now we're going back to Barakvar to replenish. More Spear Boys, if you can. 4 of them total. We lost some of our squigs. Very replaceable. So squigs, and we got 4 squigs and 4 snarling pump wagons. Sure, why not? Strangest of armies. Give you a spell shield. Let's go ahead and make our shaman a bellower. Snag them, we'll give that last one into training. Or in mass. We'll do a spear leech first. Them in tandem should be able to snipe most lords. We've also got plenty of gold for Rachnik and Oglok, so I think we take the time to grab the pseudo-legendary lords now.
Today, boys. Get it?
Get it? Desolation of Nagash will take up the greenskin burrows, or whatever that was to say. Walls here, gold here. And then we're just waiting in Osgal, Black Crag, and 8 Peaks for that to go, first to gain enough growth to actually raid to the final tier. Gorbad, while you're here, while the normal orc boys are great, black orcs are just nigh unbreakable. Especially with the ability that allows you to swap out attack for defense, and then they just become the ultimate wall. Gorbad seems like he only upgrades normal orc boys. Where's their ward save coming from? This is for all orc infantry. Hopefully that counts for... Oh, well, it tells you right here.
I'm the war boss. You hear?
They're just not showing up yet. That's no problem. So Gorbad, you can stay here and let's retrofit your army a bit. We'll keep...
Maybe I will. You go.
Yeah, they're elites, but we'll go ahead and... They're elites with padded shields, which thankfully is the cheapest of the upgrades.
This is no place for weaklings. What
Indeed.
do you need, then?
And then we'll get rid of one of these biggins.
You go big, or you go away.
3 sets of black orcs, and then 1 of the great weapons, so we can bring Crimson Killers in here. 99 weapon strength. Yeah, the Crimson Killers can come on in here.
Wanna join the tribe? Prove it.
Prove it. Attack and 20% extra weapon strength, the best blades.
The old ways have won.
The old ways of one. So until they're recruited, they don't count as orc infantry, which is a little bit interesting. Then once they are, they got that 8% extra ward save. And the one for blockers too. So 15% resistance as long as there's a troll in range. Our black orcs are going to be indestructible. And for any lore buffs out there, are there black orc cavalry? It seems like we only go up to... Yeah, we only go up to normal boar again. So are there black orc cavalry that ride on boars? Let me know. We'll skip on through though and in the turn to see what the Elgi try. got yet another Dung Shoveler, which actually is perfect. We'll just come on up and give them to Varag up here. Shaman's a nasty buggers, that is it. It is, but Rachnik is one depraved gobbo. Recruit up some more beasts, and we will be rewarded. Yes, we'll go ahead and give the Dung Shoveler here to Nasha to keep buffing up our income here in Bargfar. Perfect. 600 incoming coming out of Bargfar. So much gold. The bench into the Mushroom Distillery, so we have all of the Gobbo units, and Belagar is trying a different attack angle. We'll see if it works out for him. Raid the fort. We've got a rebellion army we can actually take down. Awesome. Brunch the rats. And then sack the Elven settlement again. Another beautiful auto resolve, and we shall sack the settlement.
Will avenge us.
Oh, I'm sure. Surprisingly lightweight considering its bulk, and somehow containing everything under the sun from which to fashion bolts, bullets, shells, and more. Gives us restock a little bit more armor, but loses some speed.
Keeper of the old ways.
We'll raid up here towards the Bone Gulch.
That's the plan. What now?
Wait, what happened? Did I actually... I thought I was repairing the building. Did I tear it out by mistake? The ultimate misclick. Well, that's no good. We'll start rebuilding the barracks and put in the walls here, but now we can't recruit the Black Orcs, which is the worst. We can through Global.
That's some big shoes.
They're just going to take 3 turns, unfortunately. But we've got our wall target, and they can't really do anything about it.
It comes, it comes.
Adis is going to continue to stay back there and hide.
Now
We will stay at Karakazul in an ambush dance. Spin Frog Bogla will give you the replenished troops and Engineer's Knapsack. That way she can refill the ammo on all of our skirmishers there. Should be able to have quite a few more shamans, but we don't have the upkeep to actually afford them.
What?
Let's try another ambush here, try to draw the Dawi in. Likely won't work, but we'll be able to draw them in and try to get some damage at the same time. We'll also go ahead and grab Oglok the Horrible.
I got some ideas.
Now we've got all of our pseudo-legendaries.
Maybe I will.
What we'll do is we'll have Ruglash move up towards Darberts here. Then we'll just replace Darberts with Rachnik. In fact, we can replace him with Rachnik now. Rachnik the Spider Claw gives our spider units 10 additional melee attack, gives him Arachnarok eggs, drops enemy leadership, and gives all of our spiders even more charge bonus.
Who should we attack?
Watch him then get immediately killed. We will grab Inspiring Presence, Sneaky Stabbin', Vindictive Glare ×2, and then the point into Sneaky Stealin'. Welcome, Rachnik.
Nasty magic's ready.
We'll want him with a bunch of shamans, so we can use all of the shaman nonsense. So go Channeling Staff, Enchanted Shield for Rachnik. And also grab as many of the ancillaries as we can. So Snarling Scavengers, Swindler. Apparently that's all we really have. Go ahead and snag the Idle Carva from Ruglash. Income from sacking, income from raiding. The Bad Moon Banner. Only night goblins. And a Scarsnake can have this one. We don't have any night goblin armies right now, so we'll have to circle back to that one. Rachnick is as set up as we can get. So besides the Spider Claw, he's got Giant Wolf and the Arachnorok Spider, which has the Catchweb Spider Shrine on it. Enormous revolting Arachnorok Spider Shrine, upon which the shaman is born, forces even the branches of nearby trees to twist in revulsion, and its diabolical passing. This mount provides decreased winds of magic cost for spells and cooldown reduction, and is a giant angry spider. Does he have any unique abilities for spiders? We've got Goblin Tide, which will then give them more armor and melee attack. There's the way. But besides, looks like he doesn't have anything more than upgrade spiders. Subtle Spellcraft and Dust Wanderer. And we'll likely just go for Speaks with Spiders. Gives him poison attacks, which he will have as soon as he has the Arachnorok. We'll circle down to that. Rachnorok, let's go ahead, or Rachnorok, yeah, that's exactly your name. We'll give you an Arachnorok Spider, Rachnick. Just to make sure we really can put the stomp on the Elgie if they try something. Excellent, then we'll just have this other lord here act as an additional mage for the time being. Building upgrades. Gotta wait and get to rank 3 for that settlement before we can go there. We've got walls and Spike Peak, and walls and Dringo Rackets as well. Tired of losing settlements. And we got 6 turns of gold to utilize. It's a little bit spooky. We'll make do. Oh, they're just gonna come and attack us. Rachnick can hold the line though like a champion. We'll have to sacrifice one of our... This will give us the most experience. We'll sacrifice that one set of gobos for a win against Adis. And then we will execute survivors. Rachnick's ambush was foiled. That's why they came and attacked. I'm impressed. Oh, I know a guy. He's pretty horrible. Oglock, the super boy wielder. Wait a second.
I'm the supreme warboss.
Why did those tactics wear out? Perhaps because we had it before it was an infinite duration? I mean, that's fine. We're not gonna be in trouble because of it, but we can no longer go Gorbad the boys because the boys have been replaced with Black Orcs.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. We gotta re-repair that. Let's go. Grim trophies to max out the resistance and melee defense for our spiders.
You go.
We'll sack the Bone Gulch once more here.
Kill, kill.
Exactly. Kill, kill, kill. And then we'll go ahead and I'll just loot and occupy. Make sure we get rid of the elves. Then Rachnick, we can have him attack Black Iron Mine. And finish them off. We'll go Route Marcher and Sneaky Stabbing.
Metal is nothing.
I think for Ruglash's eventual army, we will have him buff up all of our beasts with the paint. Life Leech in here with our River Troll Hag. Rachnick can move on the Black Iron Mine.
Bring the bad news.
There's no way the Elgin can defend here. like that, Imric is down to 1 settlement. We'll just loot and occupy.
You will regret this.
Absolutely not.
That works.
Get the camp ruckus back up and running amok. Idols here, the sump pit will go raiding. Not too many upgrades.
Never.
Is another army there, but they're just on the run from
Mino.
Jarazawith and his Hobgobbo hordes. Which, as soon as this wall is successful, our next wall should be against the spiky stunted gits. Speed and charge bonus for Night Gobbos and Squigs. I need red. Glorious charge for greenskin chariots. Clubbin'. Heavy monsters. The best loot is probably a good call here. Kilo wagons, salvaged flingers. We're upgrading all of our arrows. Beyond Calton is global recruitment duration capacity, and that's perfect. Discouraging attacks for Biggins is reducing leadership. That is insanely good. Sundering attacks for Black Orcs. Alright then. Don't mind if I do.
Need a new plan. Huh?
We can upgrade the idols there. Do the same thing here with the idols. Now we'll grab the Orc Boy building. That way we can get even more big bosses.
I will not disgrace.
Alaric is rolling with nothing but flamethrowers, so we'll take Varag's happy self back into...
Old ways.
I wouldn't mind trying to ambush him though. Let's get back into his... There's no real forest here for us to utilize, we'll just stay there. Skip over our building upgrades. We have damage stuff where? 3k for the upgrade there, that's too much. Not with the amount of negative we currently have. I'll spend the 600 for growth and replenishment there, though. And then we'll pass the turn and see how things play out. We have foes just kind of hanging out over here, but Skarbrand apparently is doing a good job of scaring those dwarfs off. And Angren is moving on in. They have a second army back there too. They always seem to have one nearby. Well, this will be quite the battle. Again, they're going for nothing but range. So if I could be much more aggressive this time and try to micro our Squigs and Spore Sploders a little bit better, our Wagons a little bit better this time, we should be able to deal a heap of damage to complete most of these guys before the secondary squad even comes in. But this is going to be a pretty nasty fight. Thankfully, they've got the sneaky secondary force nearby. Alright, well, that's going to be all the time I've got for today. We'll pick up the next episode with another battle against the blue stunties. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Ironclaw Orcs campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub button, and I'll see you all in the next one.